the freedom. You have been given the freedom to what? The freedom to be, the freedom to walk it like you talk it. You know, sometimes people can talk it, but they can't walk it. It doesn't have anything to do with, first of all, gifts and callings come without repentance. So a person can do anything with practice. And you still have to honor those people because of the time and the practice and the preparation they put into their craft. But you have the freedom to be. All right. Kind. You know, this text came to me. No, oh man, nothing but kindness. So what that means is that when you are kind, it creates space in the omniverse for expansion. So you have the space to advance when you're kind. You can either advance yourself or you can advance someone else. But to me, kindness is like the two of wands. It's like a win-win situation. When you have to think about being kind, it's like the two of swords because you are not really, that's not really your demeanor. It's something that you have to work towards. And it's okay. Working towards being kind is nothing wrong with that. Sometimes people have been sharp and tactless all their life. And then they come to an understanding that being that sharp and being that tactless can only create a ceiling for you. But kindness opens the door, the gateway, and the room for freedom. So you have been given the gift to be free, to be kind, and to deal. So you have been given power here. Much is given, much is required, I hear. And as this eclipse comes and as life is changing for you, you have been given the ability to create connections with people, but deal in kindness. Think about it. When you're talking, do it make you feel kind? Do it make you feel kind of good? Or do it make you feel kind of bad? Do it make you feel kind of happy? Or does it make you feel kind of sad? When you're dealing with people, be free to use kindness. Sometimes you guys think that oracles are all about earth shaking calamities in the world. But don't you know that in the universe of a person who everything is going wrong, that moment that they are receiving an inkling of kindness, it could change the trajectory of their world. That's how important dealing with kindness is. It's invaluable. You have the freedom to deal in kindness. And you about to get a kind of deal that's going to put people on the hunt for you. When I look at this hunt, it means like scouting. Someone is scouting you. I hear it. Someone is scouting you out because they see something and they want to make a deal with you. Someone wants to, you have the freedom now to be kind of a big deal. That's kind of funny. You're going to get what you're looking for with the hunt here. And it's going to pay you in kind. That's what I hear. I hear you are going because you have a gift. It's a skill set. This card reminds me of the magician being able to transform things. Ooh, so somebody thinks you're good at transformation. You're good at changing things around and making things work. That's an honor here. So God is honoring you before the people honor you. And this is why this oracle is speaking this way. Because you have instincts. You have good instincts. You have, I hear, clearly proper instinct. You have amazing temperance. You know how to balance the scales of justice because you understand how to use the power of your angelic force to your benefit. This is why you're getting a deal of a lifetime, I hear. Wow. To be able to do what? Create. I heard it so clear. The net. I heard it clear this morning. When I was showering, I heard instructions from the divine. So you can create playful connections, or you can create a master play. All depends on where you are on this side of the speed, this side of the frequency here. And then patience is in reverse. So you don't have to wait any longer for this. You can just have fun. Because you know a secret. Let me get up on you close. So I want you to feel this. You're my little secret, and that's how we should keep it. Anybody know about you and I? They think so, but they don't really wanna know. You're my little secret, and that's how we should keep it. 'Cause the love that we share, it stays on my mind. I only wanna be a little secret of mine. Yeah. So you know a little secret here. Or you got the secret. So I hear sauce. You got the secret sauce? Ooh, what's the secret sauce? No. McDonald's has always had the recipe for success. because they when they were planning, they knew that they had to make a burger that it could always be made all the time just right. It could be a foolproof plan. If nothing else worked, you have a burger patty and you got some fries. And when all else fails, sell the fries for $1. I remember McDonald's was the most amazing 50-cent cone and dollar fry. It was like a meal. And I hear it clear because you were able to take the 50-cent cone and the dollar fry and make it into a meal. Now you get the abundance of all that. I was listening to Jeezy the other day, and he said, I used to have a whole lot of nothing, but now I got a whole lot of everything. Except for problems. You understand the mysteries. You might understand some esoteric knowledge or some occult knowledge or some type of knowledge. Even in Christianity, you might have a divine knowledge of education and divinity. But this mystery here is something that's going to happen that you ain't even expecting. It's going to puzzle people how you were able to come from a whole lot of nothing to a whole lot of everything. Consume, look. With the consume card, I want you to be mindful and careful of vultures. They call this thing called the vulture culture. The vulture culture is where everybody snags off of you something. Like and this is not morbid, but it is. It is they want you dead so they can pick your bones clean. But what they don't understand is that it's the mystery in the bone. And the bird can't eat in the bone. They only can peck at the bone. They only can eat the flesh, but they cannot consume the bone. They only can be inspired, but they cannot be. They can only be inspired to be, but they cannot be. So be careful of what you consume, because it may not all be good. It's just an inspiration to inspire you. It's not for you to make a meal out of it. This is why when you're watching this type of work, even on YouTube, I've learned to do it in moderation. Now, I had to overdose because I was learning and studying and calculating and measuring like a true alchemist. But then I realized, but that was only a portion of my work. Because as an oracle, you have to learn how to sit with the energy. This is different from mediumship. Mediumship is like possession. It's like when you jump into somebody's body and then you retrieve information from them because they are in your presence. That's mediumship. But mediumship was done away with when the story allegory was told when Christ died for you and me. If you are a Christian, if you understand the story, that's when that happened. So no one else has to pick your bones anymore. Because the picking of the bone and the whipping of the flesh, that was already done. It don't have to be done 2 times. It only has to be done once. The one. So, so the one only has to do it once. That's the word I'm hearing now. The word is the one only has to do it once. It only takes one time to change your life. It only takes one good choice to change your future for the good, for good. And so people don't understand about the Christ life. They think that, Jesus did it, Jesus did it, you have to did it. He did all those things to show you the way it could be done so that you didn't have to walk through the calamities of the things of the old so that you could have a promising, innovative future. And this is what I do believe that sometimes us being spiritual people, we struggle with. We struggle with advancement. We struggle with advancement because somebody told you that you had to wait on someone else in order to do so. The only time you waiting is you waiting on the instruction for the divine. I watched the sorority sisters, and when I watch them when they work, they are in sync in one line. They all have a motion that they all do, but it is all for one cause. And they're listening to a voice of, the motion of, and the activity of. So they're looking for action more than they're looking for anything for stability. To stabilize their conditioning, they have to, number one, have support, but they have to be in sync. They have to have a readiness to be able to move like that. So when I move, you move just like that. That is not possession, where you're moving because something within you is moving you. But when something is upon you, it inspires you to act. That's the difference. And so when you get into a situation where you are unable to do things on your own, you are acting at mediumship. You are a channel and a vessel for energies and spirits to flow through you. But remember the resin here. That's why the consume here is here. And watch what people say to you. Because a lot of times people are feeding you things that you can't use. They're telling you stuff that don't have nothing to do with the instructions on how to move forward. Capably moving forward with capability. So collaborate. That's what he's saying. He's saying that it is a collaboration, not a possession. So when you're dealing and working in connections with people and you're collaborating with each other, understand that this is a team effort. Unless you decide that you want to be a slave to an energy. It is a collective, collaborative effort for you to be able to move forward with a divine understanding for a divine cause, under divine reasoning. Release fear, or you're going to become somebody that people fear if you're not already. People are going to be afraid of you because you have the ability to move forward. People fear you because of the power that you possess, the potential that you hold in the metaphysic to make something crack open that they can't have nothing to do with. They don't have a hand in. You know, sometimes I remember when I was young, Six of Cups. I remember when I was young and I used to do so many fun efforts